What's up, friends? Shall we check in and just get some general messages? Forgive me for the delay. I want to say I did earth signs and I haven't gotten to any of the other elements, and that's just because things have been so hectic. So I appreciate your patience. It is truly a gift to be with you. Shall we draw some oracle and find out what the general energy at play is today for all my friends who are watching? That's right. Friends only, right? No foes, right? I feel like that could be significant to the messages, right? Just focusing on your supporters. Almost like starving anyone who's not in support of or in favor of you of attention, energy, space in your mind, thought space. Usually when that is what needs to be the case, we're manifesting, and in order to pull in what you want, it requires all of your energy, the abundance of love that is had for you, because it's going to put you in a space of comfort, to be able to draw in your desires, as opposed to fighting this off while also trying to pull this in. Okay, so some of you, let them do what they do, say what they gonna say. It feels as though you are plowing the way forward. Nothing's coming out of this deck just yet, but I see the marriage card at the bottom of the deck. You guys know that usually indicates walking in agreement, walking in partnership. You think about the person that you marry, right? Obviously you got bad marriages, but we're not talking about that, right? Who plans for a terrible or failed marriage, right? And so when we look at marriage, we look at my better half, right? We look at the aspects of my life that are good, that are supportive of me, that are strong, that keep me together, that keep me solid, keep me secure, okay? So that's what I feel perhaps we're focusing on in this message, are either those relationships, those situations, those circumstances that are with you, okay? Got your back, okay? Let's continue. That's a card number 3, okay? So you're building. You're building right now. You're taking steps to construct your life in some way. A lot of times that can mean indecision because you have a lot of choices to make right now, a lot of decisions. Do I want this or that? What do I want, period? So when it comes to being committal, right? Marrying, if you will, it's not always the easiest task because, you're having to choose a direction in a sense. And we don't always know what we want, right? Especially a certain gender has trouble exactly putting their finger on what they want, right? Some are better at it than others. Let's continue. The elephant is the card that we have out, okay? Elephants typically represent memory. So some of you, this can be... you can be creating or establishing memories, creating history with some of the things that you're doing right now. This makes me feel like you could also be strongly connecting with your ancestors. So when I talk about memory, there could be memories of what could be like past lives, solidarity, relationships, marriages, right? Not necessarily to people, but to energy, right? I remember what it feels like to have somebody with me and really feeling almost like the weight of this elephant, if you will, trunk of the elephant, right? The tusk of the elephant. In some aspect of your life that has you feeling the weight, not of heaviness on you, but to be able to hold you down, giving you that security to be able to walk through whatever it is that you have to walk through. It's almost like I have what I need to be secure going through this. I remember who I am. I remember the weight I carry when I walk in a room, okay? I see the snake here, okay? So some of you just know that this is an aspect of you. This card usually gives the impression that this could be something about you that's healing. Some of you could be actually healing your memory, but this could also be healing of past lives. You could be doing some regression. These can even be things about things that took place in your past, okay? Don't have to be another lifetime, but this happened before. Historically, whatever took place right now could be an area where you are whole. You could be healing that area now with the decisions that you make, forming new memories, forming new patterns, patterns. This is almost like the energy of like you are recording over the floppy disk, right? You're putting new content on the hard drive, not that same old story. You're creating a new story. This one is going to be the one for the books. This is going to be the one that makes history. And as you guys can see, the snake actually fell, but I had a card that actually fell back in my lap. And it's the horse, okay? I like it. So some of you, this has to do with a sense of stability and security, right? Horse is a mobile energy, so it has to do with your mobility. This is like to put plans in motion. I feel secure enough to put some things in motion. Yeah, I hear Nicki Minaj, right? Clap for the heavyweight champ, me, but I couldn't do it all alone. So this is you feeling stable enough, perhaps to make some of the moves that you need to make, remembering what it is that you, again, your weight, right? Horses ain't light either, okay? So this is you remembering. Perhaps, is this, I like this because we have two animals here with four legs, okay? 4 is a number of security. It's a number of stability. It's a number of being kept. It's a number, I'm also hearing sane, okay? So if you feel like you're losing it, or you're not losing it, okay? Some of you, if there are memory issues, it could certainly be because there was a need perhaps to stabilize your mind, right? To perhaps, I don't know why, I hear walk that walk, but some of you could be walking, right? But this could have to do with you, like, being more secure in the walk that you're on, right? Which is the path that you're on, the direction that things are going, the stride perhaps with which you take things, even holding your head high enough to say, wait a minute, I remember who I am and I'm secure in that, right? And I know my path. And while I may not be consciously aware of exactly what direction, in a sense, again, that's taking me, I am very secure in knowing that wherever it is that I'm going, right, I have the support that I need, the commitment, the relationship that I need, or I'm building or establishing that, and it's going to get me exactly where it is that I need to go, okay? Snake, okay? Coming through with that young healing venom. Is that what it is? Is it venom? We'll call it elixir, right? It's a little bit more friendly, right? All of these would be kind of like minor arcana energies. So everything that's taking place in your life right now, it feels as though it's things that you have the power in your hands to be able to change. It's all about how you mold it. It's all about what could be like confidence, but feels more about your not even sense of self, because that kind of gives like, oh, you're self-conscious. This is not giving self-conscious, it's giving self-aware. And you have a lack of self-awareness that is arrogant. You also have a lack of self-awareness that is a need for a greater sense of self-pride in knowing who you are, self-aware. Are you aware of who, when you walk in a room, when you enter a space, the power that you hold just in being there, the vibrational tone that you set in a room, your ability to heal any situation or circumstance just by you being in whatever that space is? Some of you are remembering that. Oh, that's right. Why? Because we have the unicorn here. I ain't gonna lie, it's one of my favorite cards, okay? Ether energy. The unicorn represents your unique nature, but it's your unique spark. It's your fire, okay? Ether is encompassing of all elements, but I honestly feel fire from this card right now. Typically, I feel more like an oil, a pouring forth, which would be likely akin to water, even though it's an opposite, right? But I feel a pouring forth from the heart usually. This gives me the impression of fire, which makes me feel like it's not necessarily pouring forth from the heart. It's driven from passion, but that passion is rooted, grounded, secured, stabilized in purpose, which is what gives me the impression is what makes you unique. It's not just what you do, it's why you do it that's different. And that, I feel, is what refines any aspect. For some of you, that's what's clearing your memory, is remembering why you do what you do, why you are the way you are, why you are who you are. And in that, it's healing some aspect of you, knowing, that's why, right? I turn heads when I walk in the room, right? That's why people remember me. That's why my face is hard to forget, right? Yeah, I hear it never fades away. The silence, you kiss like broken glass on my skin, and I know you're too good for me. It eats me to my core, the memory. Maybe you hit so hard, holding on to my chest. You left your mark, reminding me to forget. That could certainly be the case. You could be in this energy with someone else, but I can't lie. I feel like this is more you. You are leaving your mark. Very memorable. And yeah, now I hear Mary, Mary, it's the God in me. So it feels like it's that ether energy in you, that unique flair that has to do with being what feels like purpose driven and being very secure in being purpose driven. My only intention is to heal. My only intention is, and again, that is in the beauty of this, I feel, is that your intention to heal is not just others, it's also yourself. My only intention, my only goal, my only desire, right? I just want to be better. I just want to be more solid. I just want to be more stable. I just want to leave memories that put me in a light of being who it is that I know that I am, that are a reflection of this energy that you have here. So if you've maybe felt any differently, as I see the sea serpent, okay? There's ebbs and flows to life. Don't see yourself any differently. You are every bit of who you actually are, okay? Whenever there are times or trials, issues, problems, whenever there's fire, right? Whenever there is heat, right? Turn up the heat. It's only intended to refine, right? It's only going to destroy, to ruin, or to burn away anything that is combustible. Your ether, you don't get consumed by flames. It only makes you better. So some of you enjoy the process of being made better. With the sea serpent here, you are protected, you are held, you are in the eyes of God in a sense. And it feels as though you also have what could be people, at least someone who's looking out for you because of your purpose for being who you are. That is for today's messages. That's really it. It feels like it's all about you. But let me say this. The reason that it's about you is because you're building, you're establishing your life. So don't be surprised if out of nowhere in comes someone else to partner with you in whatever it is that you are building or establishing. Don't be surprised if unexpectedly comes opportunities where there are people who are just as committed as you, who have perhaps gone through the same fires of life and who are secure and are stable in who you are, no matter what it is that you are, because their desire is also to heal. Their desire is also for you to be made whole, and recognizing partnership, relationship, supporting one another in this process of building together. Oh, baby. It's only going to get you more quickly to where it is that you're wanting to go, okay? That is what I have for your messages. Like the video for me, share, subscribe. Make sure that you pass this channel on to a friend. I love you guys, and we'll talk again soon. Bye for now.